Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn. I have two reads for you. The first one I think is pretty quick. Some very profound messages came through, so stay tuned if you can. This is a general reading, so for those of you listening, if something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. If you'd like something more personal, my information is below, and my website, twinflames3344.com, as well as my CD most of you know about out there, Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe to help me out. And certainly comment to expand on some of the things that we talk about. And I love that you are actually spending your time with me. Thank you so much for your presence and sending lots of love out to you guys. I'm going to show you the pictures first before I do the breath. This is the first read. Okay, they're both for today. This was done last night. The other one was done this morning. All right, this is the full read for that one, number 1. And the one in front of you is number 2, was done this morning. All right, this is the SIRIAN Starseed deck, the main deck for the read. In this 7-deck read, this is also the full read in front of you. Okay. And again, we use the Mini Rider-Waite, the Romance Angels, Tarot Sexual Magic, the Numerology deck, the Gilded Tarot, and the Universal Golden Tarot, as well as Oracle cards. I always pull at least something at the end. And let's go ahead and take a deep breath, okay? Sending lots of love and blessings out to you guys. Okay. All right. So this first read was done last night on the 23rd for today. The SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut and dealt at 5:25 p.m. 5 is the Hierophant, 25 is the Knight of Swords. At 6:32, Isis came up, as in the word like ice, as in frozen ice, but also Isis comes up there. 6:32 is the Lovers and the 6 of Wands, the Journey. Let's see here. And again, I woke up yesterday morning at 7:17. And yesterday morning, I told you about the ravens or crows that came to the back of my house. And actually, since then, I was definitely heard at least 2 messages about crows or ravens. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else here. Yeah, and check out, if you want to, check out Sam the Illusionist, because he had posted a video yesterday of Ashtar and nuclear weapons, and so there's definitely some energy coming up about that. He had already discussed a lot of their ships maybe coming up to be seen over the next year, so you'll be hearing a lot more reports about people seeing illusions and things like that. But yeah, listen to that regarding some kind of violence coming in. Also, the weather conditions will be really weird this year. But their ships are coming in to protect us from any interference as much as possible. But anyway, go ahead and listen to that yourself. And then I finished clarifying this first read at 6:56, which is the Lovers and the 2 of Swords. The major arcana here were Reflection, Alchemy, and Reason. Reflection's the Hermit, Alchemy is the Temperance card, and the Reason is the Emperor. Before the read and after the read, because I always pull a few cards on either end of the read and incorporate them into the read, I usually use 21 cards altogether. Okay, so before the read, the Higher Self came up and the Hanging Man, and after the read, Solar Deity or the Sun came up in the Chariot. We had 1 Pentacle, 3 Wands, 2 Swords, and 2 Cups. And again, I use the traditional names, but in the SIRIAN Starseed deck, they're actually flames, crystals, chalices, and orbs for swords. We had the Page of Cups was the only court card in the read. So Page of Cups, very much about the innocent energy, the vulnerable energy, and the child. And after the read, the Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups came up. So we do have a mother and child there, the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. And the 9 of Swords came up, which is the one suffering in silence. The numbers, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a significant sequence, so the first half. And already also 8, 9 was significant. So like finishing things off and well into the next cycle already is the energy from that. We also had here double 8s, more significant than double 7s. Double 8s are the twins standing side by side, dancing within their masculine and feminine. Remember, we do the side-to-side dance of the masculine and feminine and the up and down of the 3D and 5D, and the 77 of the sovereign, standing in your sovereignty. We also had 56 of the 2 of swords, 78 of the 10 of pentacles, and that was it for the numbers. The code line about pride, spirituality, teaching and learning, and happy ending was all about the number 1. And again, that brings up unity consciousness and the 1. The code line here, we have a sudden event. So there could be a sudden event coming in. Again, I told you there's some channelings recently about reporting sudden events. There may be some aggressive action from one country or another. I have no idea. But it's not like we don't hear that every day. But there will be something coming up, and you may see ships in relation to this. Again, they're not trying to land. They're just trying to protect us from the events that we may experience. So sudden event, and then southeast was also coming up here around grandmother, food, the number 9, which is compassion and endings and universal selflessness, the collective consciousness, and that things aren't even. With the man and the contents of a man, the show of power up, and that could be showing someone else up as well, regarding the bridging the gap, and the I am that I am, the ownership that reflects, regarding alchemy of a new passion in the winter, or a slow leak. On the other hand, the sieve, the riddle, to seep or ooze out, also nation, nationality, foreigners, and dirty were all coming up together. So dirty stuff, right? Pride, spirituality, teaching and learning, and happy endings all come up here. To see the show of power up, or clear, cloudiness, serene, calm, tranquil, your or of you. The cloudless, calm heir or inheritor of alchemy, ignited, national pride, spirituality, learning, and happy ending all coming up there. We start the read with the 2 of Pentacles, and stay tuned actually for read number 2. The messages are very profound in the second read. This one started with the 2 of Pentacles upright. Beneath it was the higher self, the 6 of Pentacles reversed, the 7 of Swords reversed, the 8 of Wands, and the Hanging Man reversed. Juggling, performing after higher self, not sharing, or imbalanced and coming clean about the energetic exchange between the masculine and feminine in the awakening. In surrender after an event or sudden event, epiphany, explosion, eruption, whatever it is, with justice, divorce, or Libra reaping rewards of split from 10 of Cups reversed, unhappy family, or an emotional cycle that's overdone. It's just done. At 740, which is the Chariot and the Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles overworking or not working out, in separation or heartbreak, standing up for self, regarding 5D connection with the Queen of Cups reversed perhaps, guarding his sexual energy from snake in the grass, as the Hanging Man is awake, surrendering to the Queen of Cups reversed. The King of Wands is in negative self-talk at night, hearing about starting over in love, or spying at night, no longer bored, as the dogs start howling, and because we are coming up to the full moon on the 28th, okay? So remember that pressure builds up towards the full moon. So the dogs howling, the lobster up in arms, little red boots sneaking around. That could be a child up to no good. Actually, in the second read, too, there's a Gemini child coming up. The Page of Swords reversed definitely could be Gemini, perhaps starting some stuff up. This could be the one, and beneath that was trust, sweet judgment of the Divine Feminine, while the Queen of Pentacles is coming up cold. The Knight of Cups is upright, offering love to the one grieving or shamed as being one of 2 lovers, as the postman comes a-calling. In hot water, knee-deep, being proposed to after used in a tryst. Will he do it again? Creativity comes up here, but beneath that was surrender, as well as the world upside down and the Divine Feminine in 5D. New passion ignited, to move, dissatisfied, working to align, implementing a plan, carrying Atlas, the weight of the world, or that could be carrying weight or carrying the world, and bad news or rumors of the Page of Swords reversed. Again, I didn't realize this Page of Swords was reversed in the first read too. So Page of Swords reversed could be a child with a mouth, or someone who's lying or spying, or a message that's just out there. Fireworks, man on the run, deer in the headlights, didn't know what hit them, took off with the collection. The Page of Swords reversed, surrendering to the Queen of Cups reversed, starting over, dumping man with 2 lovers, being creative to complete the cycle. The workplace with new love and the truth out, ending pain or in a painful ending, exposing all, as the Knight of Cups offers love at night, or to Cancer, sowing synchronicities or seeing synchronicities and having options, taking a gamble with bad news perhaps, with spying, lying, and or that Page of Swords reversed. So the Lovers reversed, along with the Ace of Pentacles upright, in offering a new life. And again, that could be a Gemini reverse, that could be the Page of Swords reversed. There's a new life offer here. It can be money, time, energy, a loan, a payback, but not so sudden offer here to the Divine Feminine in the 5D world. In the recent past is the Eight of Swords upright, trapped with patient angel, high priestess, standing up for themselves, to painful ending, suffering in silence, or grieving, while the Page of Wands was inspired and could care less. The Wounded Warrior upright, the Three of Cups upright, reunion with clarity about walking away when presented with lies, a split, a divide, and BS, not the whole truth, or a child who lied. The foundation here is the Four of Wands upright, depressed hostage of the Knight of Cups upright, offering love to the Knight of Wands upright, as the Knight of Swords backs them up. The Knight of Wands backs them up with clarity. So it's like the Knight of Cups coming forward to offer love, that can be friendship as well, to the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, who's right behind them, backing them up with clarity. Or depressed and anxious Knight of Cups offers love to the Knight of Wands, as a message rushing in goes right over their heads. The central energy here is reflection, or the Hermit grieving loss, offering the Ace of Pentacles to the Empress reversed, who may be on bed rest with the Page of Pentacles reversed. It could be a miscarriage, or perhaps post-birth, visiting them to cheer them up. Or the Page of Pentacles reversed is a missed opportunity because they were sleeping on the job, or the Hermit offering money for a child's party. The Page of Wands then inspired. The challenge being Alchemy upright, patience under the radar, the Page of Wands inspired, working hard to walk away, and the Knight of Pentacles upright offering help to ease the past with no attention or feeling a failure, and the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, with the Queen of Pentacles upright, or the Knight of Pentacles in the past, paying under the table to dysfunctional family, business, or community of the Queen of Pentacles. And that could be vice versa too. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So whichever way it goes, one to the other. And by the way, they came up reversed today with the Ten of Pentacles family upright. So those three came up together again, the Queen, Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community. So at 816, which is strength in the Tower, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, is no fantasy here, no fantasy red couch or psychologist's office, not putting it out there about the Knight of Pentacles, offering something healthy to start a new life, in energetic exchange or expressing a lot of feelings, communications, or travel, and with the patient angel. Magician reversed, insecure, with the energetic exchange being announced at home and unable to understand or conceive of, or frustrated and no growth. And that could be inability to be aroused as well. So the crowning energy here in the now moment is the Five of Wands upright, the conflict, the drama, overworking, not working, and losing more money, letting go to repair what's broken, with Hermit upright and Cancer reversed, and Magician upright, with imbalanced relationship here with the Page of Swords reversed. So again, there could be this child who's an issue, and that again can be a negative message or bad news that constantly comes in bad news. You know, we're not getting the good news. Magician reversed and Emperor reversed, manipulative, without tools. insecure, in separation or heart issues at night and day. Awake and out in the cold, happy alone with the wounded warrior at a distance, making announcements or wake-up calls. After death and or rejection and exposing all. Closing the distance gap day and night, without tools or no longer hangry in physical reunion, with liar or in split and no clarity here. The Capricorn's reversed, Aquarius is upright, Scorpio reversed, Leo upright, Cancer upright, Gemini or Virgo reversed, and Taurus reversed here. Physical reunion of energetic exchange, announcing a split or lie at home, or about union with no passion, creativity, or growth. Soon for the twins is the reason or the Emperor reversed, or no reason that the Emperor reversed after choosing a new path in pursuit of detoxing chaos, with the King of Swords reversed, at the workplace with the King of Pentacles upright, and no passion for the Queen of Wands reversed, or frustrated with the Queen of Wands reversed, and the Knight of Wands secret, or High Priestess. The twin flames seeing themselves as a Three of Cups, together, coming clean, in need of courage, in the downturn, the post-war, the Queen of Cups reversed, free to leap, or to receive the Fool, with Hermit shedding light on the Fool, and the King of Cups upright, with Sovereign juggling, performing, or trying to keep their balls up in the air, with joy, reunion, small gathering to come together. Leo reversed, Libra reversed, Aries upright, and Virgo upright here. Religious factors came up for the twins, which doesn't have to be religion, it can be any differences. Passion, very soon, true love, and attraction all came up, and around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Nine of Swords upright, suffering in silence, the Queen of Swords speaking her truth, in energetic exchange, expressing feelings, arrows of love, in unfair connection. The block here for the twins is the Ace of Wands reversed, the frustration, no arousal, in a happy ending, teaching and learning, spirituality and pride, but even more so, communication. No romantic tie, looking back at depression or arrogance, the Page of Cups reversed, rejection and vulnerability, and yet receiving big love from soulmate without peace. The Page of Cups reversed, lying or divided about judgment at home, or about union and third energy forced upon them, as the Page of Cups reversed is exposed or exposing the Page of Wands upright with mask on, and the Queen of Cups reversed, reaping rewards in the E-Tower, stuck at home in union. Or the Page of Cups reversed, which can be a child who's shy and vulnerable, could be also a child who's spoiled and entitled, but also can just be someone rejection, or this child may have tattled that the Page of Wands was spying on the Page of Cups reversed at the E-Tower and had a breakdown at 841, which is strength and the Ace of Cups. It's unfair in coming clean here about the energetic exchange, or arrows of love, or lots of energy back and forth, to the Hangman awakened by surrender at home, perhaps at a party or reunion, and hiding in the woods. In prison, trapped, anxious, reflecting, hermiting, and challenged by alchemy and patience, with no reason or rhyme, and no sense of humor regarding the drama of the Page of Cups reversed, exposing all to the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Cups reversed at the E-Tower in a breakdown, break in, up, or through, or just broke, or broken and stuck without a ride and home, or without a ride home. So, and I had a little bit of a purge that came out last night too. So there's definitely, whenever you feel a lot of negative energy come up from the collective, it's pulling something up out of you. So be aware of that. The second read was done this morning at 9:36. 9 is the Hermit, 36 is the Ten of Wands, the Atlas energy of the weight of the world. The SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut at 9:36, and that's the 369 energy for today, the 24th. And the 24th, today is the 24th, is the Queen of Wands, and it adds up to the 30, which is the Union energy, the Four of Wands. So we have the Queen of Wands at home and the Four of Wands today, and it is Sunday here. So that could just be a day hanging out at home, being creative perhaps. But she is coming up reversed in this second read here, the Queen of Wands. And the Four of Wands, I think, was upright. Yeah, Four of Wands is upright, Queen of Wands is reversed in the read in front of you. So at 9:43, which is the Hermit and the Three of Cups, that coming together, which is now reversed, it was together last night, or this morning, but afterwards, later today, it's now reversed. And the word Sension came up, Cension, and also just Sion, which comes up as shunned. And again, that's the exile from the group. Very important messages in this read, so stay tuned here. So Sension, this also can reference sense connection. And a lot about the hair and the hair follicle is coming up again because the root that holds on to the flower and the hair was coming up as the same thing, right? Like the reed of the plant is also coming up, that word, the reed. And what stabilizes all of the flowering parts, the same thing as the hair and the root, right? The root holds the hair in. And the hair is what stands up on end when you get psychic connection. So the hair is very important here. So listen, keep that in mind as we go on with this read. So I finished clarifying at 10:04, which is like 10:4, good body, message received. Guidance came up, which is the Hierophant. Indigo, which is the Magician, but it's a much younger energy as a child. The Chariot and Ascension. So guidance, like I said, is the Hierophant, the Magician, Chariot's the Chariot, Ascension is the World. Before the read, we had 4 major arcana: Transition, Starseed, Reflection, and Shadow, which is the Hermit, the Fool. I'm sorry, not the Hermit. The Death card is Transition. It's really literally crossing over through a portal. The Starseed, which is the Fool, like the Fool. Reflection is the Hermit, and then Shadow is the Devil card. After the read, we had Justice, so a lot of major arcana here. I think it was 9 in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 9 majors. Okay. So we had 3 Pentacles, 2 Cups, 2 Wands, and that was it. No swords in this read. So no being in your head too much. Maybe yesterday, but not today. What was yesterday's? So yesterday's swords was 2 swords. Yeah, so it was more significant last night into this morning, but we have no swords here. We have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in the main part of the read. Queen of Wands, and it's the day's energy, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. After the read, the Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords came up. The numbers, we had double 5s most significantly. Double 5s, the 2 5s equals the 1 in the New Start. It's also the 55 of the Ace of Swords, Excalibur, the Whole Truth. And we also had 10-10, reminding you to keep your vibration high. Begin again and again and again, okay? We also had 1 as of the Magician, 3 of the Empress being significant here, and 5-6, which is the 2 of Swords, being in your knowing and keeping your energy pure. We also had 5-10, which is 0 behind 51. 51 is the King of Swords, and Source is backing him up. The 67 of the Knight of Pentacles, and then in a lesser sense 7-10, which is 0 behind the 3 of Pentacles, which is, for me, the co-creation card. The code line was all about nature here, and both of the cards that came out from the numerology deck were green, and that rarely happens. I don't remember ever just being green. So it's very green regarding the heart, but also being green and nature, that perfect balance of greenness. Remember, the heart's right in the middle of your chakra system. So the code line here, with the numbers on the nature code line, were 5, 5, and 10. They both came up in the code. The 10 of the turn for the better threw a lot of change with the 5 and the 5, which are Hierophants, change, freedom, expansion energy, to the 1, which is destined, the turn for the better. So there can be conflict sometimes, right, when we have change. But it doesn't have to be if you keep your vibration high. So here we go with the messages here, because a lot came through here. The code line was very much about the challenge and the block, okay? Because the challenge was the 5 of Cups and the block was the 5 of Pentacles, both upright, right? They're the 2 sad and most difficult energies of the deck, right? Because they're feeling left out or destitute, exiled, sad, grieving, right? But with no way out soon, because you're right in the middle of the cycle. They're both 5s. So literally in the code line were those 2 things, the 5 of Chalices and the 5 of Crystals. And before those two cards was SEVI, and after those 2 cards was REE, which is Re. So that's where all the messages are coming from, naturally, okay? So to see the I am presence, the flash of light, and remember that reminds you of the chakra system and the feminine connection to your higher self and to God, to shave, to self, right? To see I, your own presence, to see yourself, was also coming up the energy of the Indian snack food, the crunchy noodles or the chickpea noodles. And again, Indian was very significant here with Re coming up because Re is an American Indian, but also East Indian was coming up as well. I am that I am, sad, and left behind Re or shaman, an Indian shaman of nature here. So again, to see I, flash of light, to shave, to self, perhaps the Indian snack, I am that I am, sad and left behind, alone with my Indian snack and a flash of light. I am the Re, the Indian shaman of nature, right? One with Mother Gaia. So that was the first message coming up. So there's a lot of messages and definitions for the word S-E-V-I, as well as S-E-V is the flash of lightning and the flash of light. But S-E-V-I was coming up here. And the word Re, R-E, which for me is usually the shaman, but it also has a lot of other definitions. So they came up in my read today. And by the way, S-E-V-I, one of its meanings is zero. So 0 point comes up here with that. And both of those words have the definition of the reed, which came up as the stalk of the flower, R-E-E-D. And by the way, I played oboe when I was young for 6 years, and that has a double reed, and that also comes up, so I wanted you to know for when that comes up. I also want you to be aware that another name for the Re Indians is Arikara, Saharish, but also Hundi, H-U-N-D-I. Same letters as Hindu, only the I and the U are reversed. So we have the East and the West Indians represented here. And by the way, the Re's are North Dakota Indians. And they had they're actually more of an agricultural community. You know, they're not the aggressive tribe, but they did have a war regarding the Missouri River and the use of it, and also some fur traders coming in to try and taking away their livelihood, basically, because they were mostly farmers. So, the one definition of Sevi, S-E-V-I, is also strawberries. Very important here, because strawberries has straw, which is reed or thatch, right? Just like straw that the animals eat without the flower or the fruit on it. Strawberries, right? So both definitions of Sevi and Re come up with the definition of reed, the stalk. However, in the Sevi, there's both the stalk and the fruit, the strawberries, right? They have the straw and the berries, the fruit or the flower that comes out of the stalk. But the Re only has the stalk, not the flower or fruit. So the word pie also came up because that came up yesterday or the day before. And pie, one of its definitions, P-I, is a stack of thatch or reed. Okay, so pie is reed also. It's stacks of it though. It's like, bales of hay. The Sevi from reed, the flowering, and Re is the stalk or just the reed. So strawberry fields forever came up here, as well as strawberry pie. And also with the reed, Lewis and Clark were involved with the South Dakota Missouri River thing. And also there is an Indian chief his name is struck by Re. And he was someone who actually went to Washington. And he was 1804 to 1888. So all of that was coming up as significant. He ended up dying in Washington. And so there was a beef because the tribe felt that it wasn't a natural death, but apparently he was supposed to have died from natural causes. So who knows? But the code line now, okay? Strawberries or one hermit grieving, loss, regret, and past disappointments, while the other one hermit in exile apart from the group at base camp. Strawberry fields forever. Some of this information was coming up from the top10s.com regarding the Re Indians, because some stuff was coming up about, a website came up about which were the top most violent Indian tribes. So that came up from there. One of the quotes that I took from that site, though, was when the Crow were coming in to fight, we sent our boys to fight. When the crow were coming to flight, we sent our boys to fight. And all the crows or ravens came into my backyard yesterday. So I wanted to parallel that for you. And also the message of some violence coming up here. So that was a confirmation. And that's not to put any fear in anyone. It's just to be, be prepared. You're to help others stay calm. That's our job. So the Lakota or Sioux Indians were coming up with the Ree because they were much more aggressive. But the Ree, it said, held their own with them. So there's more messages coming up here, but that was just some of that. I just didn't want to forget to give to you. Okay. So at 11:21, which is justice and the world, you can have stacks of hay, but if the hay doesn't bear fruit, then eventually you have a barren field. And remember, we're talking about strawberry fields forever. The Ree were farmers trying to be self-sustaining without the white man's trade posts and fur traders taking away their livelihood. So again, the definition for pi, P-I, is lots of reeds and roots where the nutrition is, whereas the flower is beauty. Remember that fruit feeds you and smells fresh. However, the flower fills up your senses, but is often poisonous, but can also heal you. Do you prefer scents that are fruity or floral? All right. So who are you? Do you identify with fruit or floral? Do you identify with nutrition or beauty? Remember that the flower at the same time may be poisonous, but it can be healing as well. So that's more of a polarized energy, whereas the fruit is more to the middle, right? Because its essence is to eat and give you nutrition. So the Sevi sows and triggers and excites. It brings you together. It grounds you to 0 point at the 11th hour. It is self-sustaining to self. Whereas the Ree is the king with me, the fire of enthusiasm, rage, riddle, and networking. They advise, deliberate, speaks. They clarify, ride, and tease you. They judge, persuade, and allow. Another place to anchor or anchor down. It holds the wisdom of the grid, the template. He, the electric, she, the field. She is the existence. He makes it fun, shocking even. She, the flash of light, the crunchy noodles, and the shave. But what good is all that without someone to see your light, hear your crunch, and feel your shave and shame in waves of grain? And right here, the anthem came up, and I actually started tearing up. And that's not something I'd normally do when I hear the national anthem. I'm not, it doesn't cause me to cry, but here it did. There was a very profound message coming in. So again, he is the electric, she is the field. She is the existence, he makes it fun, shocking even. She is the flash of light, the crunchy noodles and the shave, but what good is all that without someone to see your light, hear your crunch, and feel your shave and shame in waves of grain? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? So they took me into the national anthem, and I did take a picture of the lyrics because it was significant here. But first, before I give you the rest, this is what was coming up from the first verse as they were downloading to me, okay? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, the staff being the reed and the rods the flowers and fruit? We hailed or waved at twilight's the twins' lights' last gleam, the broad stripes being the staff, and the stars the notes or rods. Through perilous, somewhat lousy fight, over the ram or Aries part, the horns of the Ree, because they wore 2 bones in their hair, we watched with gall antly streaming, with army ants or fields of grain. the Ree streaming down the Missouri River, and the humans streaming the internet. With NASA's initiative, Red Glare, and the red man who glares, bombs dropped out of thin air, gave proof outside ourselves to get us through the night that our flag or surrender was still there. Oh, say does that star space angle, one who bands yet waves o'er the land of free and home of the brave? Okay, and then here bi and die came up as what's the difference? Well, bi is two in Latin, but die is two in Greek, in case you're ever wondering. And also di, is the number 501, like 501 genes. So there's a significance with that number. So if anyone wants to look up gematria or anything like that, you can definitely post that below in the comments. So the light or the divine feminine of the heavens, the light of the heavens, the divine feminine of the Father, and the reed or divine masculine of the earth mother, father and daughter, mother and son, to wean, to separate, to sever or cut, to crack down, clamp down, to rage and hold sway, until you are an individual, which means enclose, empower, eat, and house two vigils, widow and widower, two eggs, we yourselves, descendants, a sanctuary, duels, using a fin or a friendly sword to propel and maneuver each other, right? And the sword is the word. The widow loses him. The widower loses his family, all right? So there's a different perspective on how masculine energy, and this is both within each of you, the feminine and the masculine. The feminine energy misses the love of her life, the man. The man misses the family or the mother's good name, right? And that's the family. She grieves his love, he grieves his family's love. And then the word vi also came up, which is the number 6 of the lovers, right? For the vigils, vi, duals. It's the lovers and also a minor triad in music, like so a misdemeanor triad. Down below, the egg, wine, alive, living, we yourselves, little small child, descendant, here and there, as well as sanctuary and fin, used to propel and maneuver. So also the fin always comes up for me because one of the definitions between a dolphin and a porpoise is the dolphin has a curved fin, which makes it more social. The porpoise has a more straight fin, right? So they're more serious, more like Capricorn. So I gave you the first verse. I gave you the first verse of the anthem, but I have to read you the rest because most of us don't know the rest of the song. Okay? So after o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, on the shore dimly seen through the mists of the deep, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence reposes, what is that which the breeze o'er the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half discloses? Now it catches the gleam of the morning's first beam, in fully glory reflected, now shines in the stream. 'Tis the star-spangled, or the star-space-angled banner, oh, long may it wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. And where is that band who so vauntingly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country, should leave us no more? Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps' pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave. And the star-space-angled banner in triumph, notice that word, doth wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, thus be it ever when freemen shall stand between their loved home and the war's desolation. Blessed with victory and peace, may the heaven-rescued land praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just, and this be our motto, in God is our trust. And the star-space-angled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Okay, so that is our national anthem, guys. Okay. So the second read starts, I started clarifying at 12:12 with some energetic connection there between 12:12 and 12:21 this morning. And then I continued. All right, at 101 was the Hierophant reversed. Okay, so you see in front of you, we have the Hierophant reversed, and we have another Hierophant. He's reversed as well. Two of them back to back. So it could be two Tauruses, two divorces, two spiritual groups, all right? Two breaking away from any kind of contract, establishment, religion, societal norms, any of that, okay? So we have the two Hierophants, right? And in God we trust, but they're reversed. So the underlying energies, those cards below that card, where the Death card is the Dark Knight, the Hermit upright, and the Shadow upright, or the Shadow reversed, along with, what am I missing here? There's four of them. One, two, three, four. Wait, there's one I missed right there. Hold on. Okay, so it's the Hierophant reversed, and below that is the Death card or transition, then Starseed, the Fool, then Reflection, which is the Hermit, and Shadow, which is the Devil. So I missed the Fool in there. Okay, so there's divorce here, or break away from a religion, an establishment, or societal norms, a break in a commitment, or Taurus reversed, after death, transition, an ending, or dark night of the soul, and Hermit, detoxing chaos of the divine feminine's heart in the E tower, reaping rewards here. Now there's two Seven of Pentacles here. In the underlying energy over here, this top card is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. But in the underlying energy down here, it's upright, because that's the rest of the read, it's upright. So if it comes out a different way at one point, I wanted you to understand why. After the death, transition, or end in dark night, and the Hermit detoxing chaos and lacking faith with the Fool reversed, and that could be not getting the big bombshell or bomb drop that you expected. Detoxing chaos of the divine feminine's heart in the E tower, reaping rewards. There's no guidance here, and this is like the twin flames, especially the divine feminine, starting to use their abilities without guidance, without needing outside confirmation. With the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed and Knight of Pentacles reversed, who could be grown kids, siblings, or a couple who feel left out of the family, business, or community, and the Truth presented to Cancer, or at night, or at the full moon, which is coming up on the 28th, which is the wolf moon. And what's usually in the moon card? The wolves howling at the moon, with no peace, and wolves howling here. And dancing with wolves came up in this read as well. Or holding the truth over the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community's head at 107, the Magician and the Chariot, regarding Cancer, Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed without peace. And the moon upright also can be illumination, but not full disclosure, right? So it's a little shadowy. You don't know if it's real or not. It's illusionary. So the lovers are working hard or burdened by bliss, exposed and uncomfortable with issues at work, and coming clean, getting clean, or cleaning up their act or space afterwards. In divorce or breaking away from religion, establishment, or Taurus reversed, or third party coming clean to spiritual group, not following the leader, but their own knowing. No guilt or harassment at work, but a different way of being, each taking responsibility for themselves. That it's always your choice to step up or not forced to do anything. No contracts, no humiliation. Fallen angel, impatient and frustrated, reaping rewards and daydreaming. Unrequited love came up here in the underlying energy, and beneath that was retreat, like time away, to realize what it is, you truly want. Or Sagittarius reversed, not feeling enough. The divine feminine no longer needing guidance. The divine masculine broke free, reaping rewards of the fall after the Knight of Swords, cracking the whip with the kids, pulling hairs and harsh truth, no matter how harsh it is. Fairy justice and withholding a new life, falling on face from grace or just lacking faith in self. Sweet and sour, moody blues, or judge took a fall or fell for her calves and feet and ankles, in front of cropped dress and bare feet, hook, line, and sinker, fishing for compliments, no altar at 121, which is the Magician and the World. The Magician and the World were both reversed in this read. Insecurities and manipulations, not having the tools or no tools, and then the world being upside down, not quite done the cycle, or just the energy of the world upside down, or another world, right? The 5D world, depending on your perspective. So at 122 is the Magician and the Fool, both reversed. But which is more dangerous, the Magician reversed or the Fool reversed? The Fool is open-hearted. The Magician is manipulative. So, we know which one is more dangerous. But the Fool is more dangerous to themselves, right? So we have Taurus reversed in the underlying energy, Gemini upright, Leo upright, Cancer upright, Scorpio upright, Aries reversed, Virgo upright, Capricorn reversed, and Libra upright here. Then at 123, which is the Magician and the King of Wands. We have Forgiveness, which is number 96, the reflection of 69, which is the, however you want to take that, you can take that, but it is also the Page of Pentacles. So the reflection of that new life, or getting prepared or holding back that new life. Forgiveness. Beneath that was Change, which is the number 5 of the Hierophant, but also freedom and change and expansion. And Vacation comes up with number 5 as well. And that's romance and all that kind of stuff. The Queen of Wands is Juggling. She's, in most of the reads, she's reversed, but the Queen of Wands is upright just right here. And it could be two different fire energies, or it's the same person who was upright, but now she's reversed. So the Queen of Wands is juggling, performing, or just doing the daily grind, looking back at the Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help, or needy and never learns their lesson. Pretending not to know, the blind leading the blind, in implementing a plan, the path of no return. Crossing fingers, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye, and then adrenochrome came up. And guys, that was so weird in the movie I watched the other day. And I can't remember the name of that movie. It was a really weird movie about a couple who was at an island. I don't even know what island it was. But, where they had certain tribal customs. And they went into like a tripping state. And one of the things they showed in the movie was literally a needle being put into somebody's eye. And this is how they would get the adrenaline out of the third eye. Literally putting a needle or some kind of tool or catheter into the eye through to the pineal gland. So again, adrenochrome and adrenaline was coming up here. Blinded by the rainbow, a device ready to explode under duress. 4, turn to vampire, adrenaline to the nth degree, their dying wish. Again, because when you put anything into extreme suffering, it excretes something extraordinary. And that's not just with adrenochrome, but with the plants and olive oil and all those kind of things. We understand this now. And also, it's coming up now that the iron, the Kofifi stuff with the iron and cobalt, at the time that first came out, I was getting like the waters in Venice. There's something about the waters in Venice, because they're so polluted, that have created something very strong within it. So whoever doesn't know about that might want to check that out, the plants that have grown in the waters in Venice, because that will be something that they were trying to covet, the Venetian families. So there's something there. And it's not just the Venice waters. It's were water to other places, but they were very polluted. Implementing a plan to divorce, or thinking outside the box without guidance, breaking free and reaping rewards, or daydreaming a bit, and falling off a ledge after tripped up by a snake, or needing to forgive. Sudden event with issues at work, with the 6 of Cups reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed. The 6 of Cups is upright, not reversed. The children together, loving each other, the inner children or outer children, but the King of Pentacles reversed, without past returning. It may be about the King of Cups or the King of Pentacles. It's coming up with the in front of you. I'm going to show you here. So we have the tower is upright. You can't see it with the reflection, but the tower's upright there. And then the Three of Pentacles reversed. And then the King of Pentacles reversed. Oh, that's where the Six of Cups was reversed. It's reversed here, but nowhere else. This card right here is the Six of Cups reversed, and then the King of Pentacles. But over here, this Six of Cups is upright, and in the rest of the read. So, sudden event with issues at work for this King of Pentacles reversed here, perhaps with his past returning to haunt him. The Scrooge holding on with religious person not happy, can't find the children. Oh, there they are, hiding and loving each other inside and out, not sharing where they are or their whereabouts, in inequitable relationship, debt or scam, imprisoned and left out in the cold, recovering with no family guidance here at 136. And now I don't know if this is talking about the children in the tunnels or just some of the families of the masculines and feminine. But there's definitely like two grown children who are being put outside the family, like in exile. Whether it's children or it's the divine masculine and feminine, that energy was coming up here. At 136, again, the 36 being a very significant number here. And that is the Atlas energy of the weight of the world upon your shoulders. And again, Atlas is connected to the triangle I told you about at the Rock of Gibraltar being English property. And then we have the Atlas Mountains, which is Morocco. And then next to Morocco, I can't forget who, it might even be Spanish ownership of the third mountain where the Hercules mountain, or so-called Hercules mountains, would be. You know, those would be the pillars basically going to the Rock of Gibraltar in a triangle. And that would cross over the Strait of Gibraltar, which goes from England to the United States. So I'm not sure why that had to come up there, but it was a reason. There was a reason for it. So imprisoned, left out in the cold, recovering with no family guidance here. The Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles both reversed here. And again, they're coming up with the Six of Cups as well. So it could be Cups siblings or Pentacle siblings. The Page of Cups is coming up reversed in this read, which is the vulnerability of the children. The Queen of Wands is reversed, watching the journey or the journeyman meet with the Knight of Wands upright, face to face. So two fire energies coming together regarding rescue efforts of justice, divorce, or Libra standing up for self, fending off foolish behavior, or the Queen of Swords upright speaking her truth, or Libra defensive, lacking faith in the Queen of Swords, or coming together in court. Two fire signs with the Queen of Wands reversed, and a judge. Judge may be the witness, with a guard to prevent the fools from interfering with testimony, or moderators, and that can be online. Scorpio upright, Pisces both upright and reversed, with Libra upright and Aries reversed. Children or soulmates happy together, but not sharing it or their location with others. Or that may be a message telling you not to share your location with others when you come together. In the recent past is Indigo reversed, insecure offering, without guidance or counsel. The Indigo reversed it can be a very insecure child, but who's very smart and quick-witted and manipulative, right? It has the Mercury energy of Gemini, okay? So insecure offering without guidance or counsel, or Gemini or Virgo reversed, and Taurus reversed, strategizing how to smoke out their opponent. Indigo reversed in energetic exchange, that can be errors of love as well, or just lots of expression of feelings, with unfair relationship, choosing a new path, with the Knight of Wands leaving work quickly, leaving the King of Swords there on his own. The Knight of Wands jumping every time they call. It's like someone running every time someone says to jump. The King of Swords may be dealing with social distancing or with bad influences around him, knowing and keeping to himself. The Page of Wands reversed may have a temper, eruption, or epiphany, with impatient Sagittarius reversed, exploding with Scorpio reversed, in constant exchange or attached at the hip. It's like siblings, one who can't function without the other, so the other one's always running to their rescue. And that could be a relationship as well, but I was getting more kids. They're just two siblings, one who has a lot of anxiety issues and can't do anything for themselves, and then a sibling who's willing to jump and run whenever they say go. The foundation here is the Queen of Wands reversed, with the King of Pentacles reversed, uncomfortable with the world in disarray, or Pisces reversed or Divine Feminine in the 5D world, and the Queen of Wands reversed, weak, needing courage to recover from withholding and or breakdown, break up, break in, or break through, or just stuck, or no car, or an accident perhaps. Pisces reversed, Leo reversed, Cancer reversed here at 151, which is the Magician and the King of Swords. And again, that could be a child, an indigo child with the King of Swords, because the King of Swords is upright here. The child's energy isn't in a good place right here. The central energy being the Six of Pentacles reversed, not sharing, perhaps their debt, a scam, inequity of a relationship. At 151, again, the King of Swords and the Magician, or the indigo. Separation of the King of Wands and the King of Swords at work, perhaps, with bad news coming in, or Gemini Page of Swords reversed, lying and spying and rumors or negative self-talk about a connection to the Ten of Cups family or emotional ending or happy ending. An emotional cycle end, and Hermit with light on this, and the King of Cups hanging out, grieving a loss, regret, the past, shame and guilt. The challenge being here for the twins is the Five of Cups upright, coming out from the E Tower, or not, actually it's not coming out from the E Tower. The Five of Cups is upright, reaping, it's dealing with grief, right? Dealing with grief, loss, regret, guilt, and shame in the past, and needing to let go. So the Five of Cups, challenged by that energy from the E Tower, the Divine Feminine, the E Tower, with a plan. Is that coming out? Oh, that's where it was. Okay. So reaping rewards in the E Tower with a plan of new passion ignited, synchronicities and overwork, and done aligning with what works and what doesn't work. Pouring their heart into a quest for the American dream and detoxing chaos. The Two of Cups lovers, patient angels of a higher love, without tools of confidence, wanting to offer love, needing to get past defensive end, right, person who may be very defensive, in order to get the big love from the new path or the twin flame. The King of Pentacles reversed in a happy ending, with Hermit shedding light at night or about the full moon on the 28th, which is also the twin flames, and dancing with wolves, because it's the wolf moon. Now here is the Three of, and who let the dogs out's coming there too, right? Because the wolves always come out at the moon, and the masculine may be hanging out with unsavory types or bad influences around him. Now is the Three of Cups reversed, social distancing, working at home, the cycle near done, and the Knight of Cups upright, proposing after divorce, or after leaving religion, establishment, or some other commitment, or Taurus reversed behind, who's now strategizing. The Divine Feminine in the 5D world looking back in retrograde, or retrospect, to propel movement forward in that energy loop. Third-party lovers are nostalgic about flirtation, without casual sex, or only energetic connection, without a leg to stand on, or Gemini reversed and or Taurus reversed, lying, spying, or spreading rumors about the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed, and Sovereign reversed. There could be a mother and two kids, or three siblings, in separation, holding on and keeping their energy pure in bliss, needing to heal by receiving big love from Taurus reversed and Gemini or Virgo reversed, with the Page of Pentacles reversed and Sovereign reversed, and the Queen of Cups upright, lovers with Empress or a great affection for their mother, or the Page of Pentacles reversed and Sovereign, which is the Nine of Pentacles, definitely could be siblings, are Taurus reversed and Virgo reversed, with the Queen of Cups mother or aunt, or the female lover of their mother, or kids with mother and grandmother, while the Queen of Swords is speaking to or about the Emperor reversed, abuse of power, or ego death, and stepping down. The Queen of Pentacles, a lot of people right there. This is at the end of the read. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is not heeding the call or is needing to swallow their pride, with big love of the Queen of Cups and the Empress, and or the Queen of Swords and the Emperor reversed. And again, this has come up a few times in the past couple of years, where there's a straight couple who split up because the wife is actually gay and she goes with her female lover, and the husband goes with his twin female lover as well. So that could be a situation for sure for somebody. Or the Queen of Swords is between the Empress upright and the Emperor reversed, who obviously aren't getting along here. And then the Queen of Cups could be Pisces, with big love of the Ten of Cups family or her mother, with Hermit at night, or Virgo Cancer. The King of Pentacles reversed, losing money perhaps, but happy with family and or Virgo Cancer. What is at the end? The Chariot is reversed here. So soon coming up for the twins is the Chariot reversed, broken, stuck, or state of emergency, satisfied alone, grounding and integrating love, exposing all, or sunshine and kids, or Leo, doing the work. Or Cancer reversed, exposing burden to enemy, so they'll surrender and then come clean, withholding time, money, effort from whistleblower here. And that's like the enemy is holding the time, money, and effort away from the whistleblower, as considered probably the divine feminine. The twin flames are seeing themselves as the Ace of Flames, the Ace of Wands. Ignited into new passion, the Dark Knight rescues the hostage so that the hostage can give love to others. Standing up for justice, judge, or to Libra, or divorce, the Six of Cups soulmates respond to new passion in kind, or offering a youthful perspective for growth and creativity here. Passion comes up and love yourself first, as well as past life relationship, getting to know each other, and calling in your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. It says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Knight of Pentacles reversed, who in another location was with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Pentacles upright family, business, or community. The Knight of Pentacles is stuck, stubborn, or disabled, or vulnerable after sudden events, suffering in silence to end the nightmare. The block for the twins is the Five of Pentacles, the Hermit without the light in the Mary Magdalene cave, in exile, but coming out of exile. Because the Five of Pentacles, I believe, was reversed. Hold on one second. Yeah. So this one's reversed. So the Five of Pentacles, Hermit without the light in the Mary Magdalene cave, but coming out of the cave after being in exile from the lower vibrational group. The wounded warrior coming clean to the Queen of Wands reversed, who may be pissed about this, in order for her to deliberate. Nature comes up here, but even more so is perseverance. Remember, both cards were green. There's no reunion with fantasy, family, business, or community, or unhappy there, and they don't fit in. Ascension reversed, the 3D world. The third party secret passion, or Pisces reversed, with their world upside down, with big love and dream family, business, or community, but no physical reunion. Climbing from the dungeon into the light, dark to light, the Page of Pentacles reversed, and Sovereign, or Nine of Pentacles reversed, dependence, with the Queen of Cups upright, affection with the Empress, or with their aunt and grandmother, but the kids don't like it there. The Queen of Swords is speaking to the Emperor reversed on behalf of the Empress, or it could be the Queen of Swords speaking a eulogy for an Emperor reversed who has passed. Or she could be talking to or about the Emperor reversed, leader, rising above, not sleeping or awakening to the messenger of truth, or the Knight of Swords. And the Emperor reversed, may be keeping the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords apart. Burdened by bliss of the Page of Cups reversed, rejection or vulnerability, with Justice for the Queen of Swords, or Libra Queen of Swords with the Truth trigger, or All-Seeing Eye. The Divine Feminine at the E Tower without guidance or divorce, or Scorpio upright, Aries reversed, and Virgo upright and Capricorn reversed are breaking free or are there with her. Or two Tauruses reversed are both stubborn with wealthy family, business, or community. And the Queen of Wands reversed, new passion for the Knight of Pentacles reversed and Indigo reversed, who may be in debt, not sharing, or in an unfair situation. The challenge being the grieving, loss, regret, the past, the brokenness and exile, and the third party, bad influences, or groups of social distancing in an upside-down world that's almost over. Coming out of the dark basement into bliss with vulnerable and or rejected Libra, Queen of Swords, or Virgo upright, Cancer upright, Pisces reversed, Aries reversed, Gemini upright, Taurus upright, and Libra upright here. No guidance or divorce, break with the Indigo reversed. Insecure with the Divine Feminine, reaping rewards at the E Tower. The Queen of Wands reversed in unfair relationship with third party perhaps, challenged by grief, passion, ignited, with state of emergency, breakdown, and crazy world, and a need for closure. The Knight of Pentacles reversed in exile, recovering, with the Queen of Wands reversed, who could have Aquarius in her chart and or Virgo in her chart, naturally persevering, the 5D world from dark to light, vulnerable to justice of the Queen of Swords with her truth. Okay, so that can reference the a feminine on the masculine side in dealing with the Divine Feminine. All right, so we're going to pull an energy deck card, see what comes up for you guys. All right, so for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all this concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? What's our takeaway from all this? Let's clear all blocks, the positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all is concerned. It's 5:05 on the clock, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to bring that up because we had 55 in the beginning, and the 5-5-10. So that was very important, and it's coming up as 5:05 on my clock. All right, so what is our takeaway from these reads today? The man holding a coin. Now 43 was reversed in this read, and so was the King of Pentacles. So it could be coming up like this, right? He may be losing money, or he may be just ungrounded right now and needing to ground himself. We then have, and the underlying energy is the hostilities, all right? So maybe he's angry right now because this is the little boy coming out, and then the 26 of the hostilities, all right? So it's like this, but this also can be the father with the child with hostilities. So it can be both ways. That can be his inner child coming out or his actual child, okay? So, and this could be men in the feminine's energy as well. Then the next three cards that came up here is the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, which is activating the throat chakra to speak the truth, which is the Knight of Cups, who is upright here in the read. And then we have the envy, again, of the Empress coming up, the 20, who's very judgmental. So again, it can be, the Empress can be upright, but still be the Dark Mother, right? She thinks that she's doing good, but she's not. She's trying to control others. It's that kind of energy. And then we have the Temple Path, okay, which is about wisdom, right? The Hangman. This also can reference temple, so it might reference Judaism or anybody else who goes to temple as opposed to church. And again, this is the mother and son and father and daughter came up in the read. So that's very significant here. And this could be them going to temple or going to church. So again, this could be a father and an angry daughter. And here is the mother and the son activating their truth. Okay? So that's how that's coming up. Let's see what Scooby's doing. see what Scooby has to say here. Oh, that came right out. Okay, the Four of Swords reversed. Again, this is the Four of Swords is the connection of 5D, but it's also the rest, the break, the sleeping, the laying to rest. But this is reversed. This is either not sleeping and rising above it, right? But look how you look when you haven't slept, right? You're really disoriented. And this is when you haven't slept, coming out or awakening. It's very disorienting. That's what's coming up as for the masculine energies that were just coming up. Here is the this is the wounded warrior, the Nine of Wands, but it's reversed, which is the surrender, right? When you're disoriented, learning not to have to control everything, but to surrender. It's like needing directions. You don't need to figure it out. Just stop and ask directions. It's much easier. When you can't handle it, stop torturing yourself, is the message there. Then we have the bottom of the deck here being the Two of Wands, upright. So it's the twin flames, the choice of path, right? Having some playtime. Make yourself feel better. Someone's very excited about something. They're trying to distract themselves because they're excited about something that's about to happen. That's the underlying energy. So somebody might be awake or just can't sleep because they're too excited. And let's see, we have the journey of love. What comes up for you guys from this? And I wanted you to know that I literally ended that last read at the very last space on the back cover of my notebook. I just finished a 5-subject notebook. So if that's not significant, I don't know what is. It ended literally the very last space, the very last word. It was very, very significant. All right, so from the journey of love, let's see what comes up. Oh, so a blump just plopped down. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Woman of Light, 49, which is the Get Your Wish card. And you see all the light streaming down on her, so we may be getting a big boost of light again. And again, this is the feminine who needs to get out and get exposure to the sun to receive her light codes and getting her wish as well. And sensual awakening of the bliss. The 64 is the 10 of swords, but reversed is the bliss, the sensual awakening of the divine feminine here. Okay? That's the underlying energy. And what's coming up that just plopped right in my lap, and there's a message for you, is soft, which is 47, which is the synchronicities and the options, the heaven in your eyes, the pearl, right? Which comes from the aggravation, the infection. That's what makes the pearl soft. And the light field, harsh. When the light comes in, it's really hard for our bodies. The 63 of the suffering and silence. So take advantage of it when things are peaceful. I'm also getting the ear, but not the, like it's like a pearl earring, but I'm getting the pearl inside the ear. Like, I don't know if somebody's got wax in their ear or it's that's the message. Putting earplugs in your ears as well. The light field, I mean, that might be saying, are you hearing the sounds, right? Because sometimes we'll get buzzing in our ears or some kind of sounds in our ear. I get it a lot in my left ear. It's showing you the contrast between smooth and rough. The light field, when the light's coming in, it's really stressful to us. And here's the bridge, sitting in the middle of the bridge on the journey. And then here we have like a combination of the two, but then the colors change. And we have very little of this, more of this, but then it's more smooth where we come together in the vortex. And this is reminding me of something too. What is it reminding me of? This is like reminding me of like, a telescope, how it comes out. Like the stackable cups. This thing right here with the 3 rings is reminding me of that. In the vortex. It's giving me the energy of the breast as well, the mother's milk. And this is the mother's milk as well, the pearl. It's like cheese, right? Mother's milk, after being stirred a while, becomes the cheese. After being stirred a while from the light, becomes the cheese, the pearl. And this is about the intimacy. Seeing the light, seeing the synchronicities, heaven in your eyes, which is the light field coming in, which can be stressful and can cause some suffering, but that also brings you the intimacy, the pearl, right? The bacteria that gets in the oyster or clam is saying the light is the bacteria that's expanding us into intimacy. That is our pearl, the intimacy of the relationship. Okay? That's actually a really beautiful message. So let's see what 47 says for you guys and how that relates to what I was getting. 47, soft. A sanctuary, and actually sanctuary came up as one of the definitions today. A sanctuary bathed in soft light. Your heart is receptive, inviting, and gentle. It brings strength to the weary, comfort to the lonely, and healing to the wounded. It is a magnet for all that is needed, for you, your beloveds, your world. Don't imagine you must always be the fighter, going against the part of your nature that longs for harmony and peace. This is your time to be soft, to surrender, to let the subtle waves of the heart invite love in, and to receive. In doing so, you will give so much. This oracle brings you a message of peace. Surrender now, be soft. Even just for this moment of quiet reflection, and Spirit's connecting with me, you have perhaps been working too hard at growing and living. Take some moments to replenish and allow the divine to help you, dear one. Be soft so you are receptive to the divine. It is when we let go that we truly perceive the obstacles that lie between us and oneness with the divine lover. Let go and perceive that the divine lover is already awakening in your heart. You are the softness he desires. You help light his way. You nurture all that he holds dear, through tempest clouds dismay. And in the quiet of the storm, his gentleness comes through, and in the shelter of his arms, his heart is there for you. I'm going to leave it at that. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, and rise and be loved, guys. I will see you very soon. Have an amazing day and evening. God bless.